find Techxiety, because I think it's really important for people that are listening. We are talking to Dr. Ellen Vora, a board-certified psychiatrist. This is a real condition. It really does affect your system. So maybe elaborate on how important it is with regards to, cell phones, laptops, Wi-Fi, being aware of sort of cellular radiation, so that people can understand that it's affecting their mental health.
Yeah. So with Techxiety, I'll break this one into maybe 4 branches. And so the first one is the conversation that's already happening quite a lot. So I don't feel like I have anything new to add, but we know that social media prompts us to compare and despair. We feel FOMO, we feel left out. Never before have we been able to be so aware of when something's happening and we weren't invited, or someone else has a life that looks aspirational to us and we only see the highlight reel and we don't see the reality behind that everyone has problems. I think that there's even a slightly subtler aspect of that conversation, which is that social media, with its character limits and the relative anonymity and lack of accountability, means that it's just fertile ground for relational aggression. And so and the research shows us that women are even more prone to being upset and feeling down after any kind of exchange that involves relational aggression online. So that's a piece of the conversation. The parts that I think we're not talking about enough. One is that we just have to appreciate we are living in the attention economy, which is to say our attention is the commodity being competed for by very smart companies. And they know their behavioral psychology, they know their neuroscience. They know that if they prey on our fear response or instill uncertainty or doubt or controversy, we will rubberneck, we will hand over an increasingly large share of our attention. They get more eyeballs, more clicks, more ad revenue. They're the big winners, but it's our mental health that's the collateral damage. So I think that the onus is on us, unfortunately, at this point, to navigate the informational landscape, eyes wide open, making very conscious, self-loving choices about who gets to tell us what and in what way and how often and at what time of day. And I think that this is going to impact our mental health across multiple dimensions. But I think of this as the banality of fear, which is that currently we're being bathed in fear because it helps companies do well. It helps advertising companies sell us products we don't need. It helps social media companies keep our eyeballs glued to them. And it's not a deep, nefarious reason always. It's just that people are trying to make money and the formula is using fear. And so we end up being bathed in it and we're stressed and anxious as a result. The last little branch that's an aspect of Techxiety that I think we're not talking enough about is actually just the body postures that happen as we engage with technology. And, humans didn't used to have a need to always be in this position. And I really think about how on a very just mechanical level, we can't breathe as deeply. The mechanics of our lungs don't operate as well when we're hunched over. But I think on a more esoteric level about the flow of, whether you want to call it blood flow, cerebrospinal fluid, or even chi or prana, I think it's cutting off the smooth flow of energy around our bodies. So I think our brains aren't functioning as well. It's contributing to our facial structure. We're mouth breathing and not nose breathing. We're not sleeping as well. Our cognition is impacted negatively. So there's just so many ways that the postures involved in this tighten us and contract us and contribute to poor health on a very mechanical level.